Hello and welcome to Last Week in AWS. I'm Corey Quinn. You should be aware that the New York Summit is next week, so if you're in town for it, or even in town for unrelated reasons because you choose happiness over cloud talk, please come hang out with me at 6 p.m. on Tuesday night at Val de Nuit and let me buy you a beer or a soda pop or whatnot. Tell your friends, tell your boss, tell the bartender, it's on my tab. This episode is brought to you by Augment Code. You're a professional software engineer. Vibes won't cut it. Augment Code is the only AI assistant built for real engineering teams. It ingests your entire repo, millions of lines, tens of thousands of files, so every suggestion lands in context and keeps you in line. With Augment's new remote agent, queue up parallel tasks like bug fixes, features, and refactors, close your laptop, and return to ready for review pull requests. Where other tools stall, Augment Code sprints. Unlike vibe coding tools, Augment Code never trains on or sells your code, so your team's intellectual property stays yours. And you don't have to switch tooling. Keep using VS Code, JetBrains, Android Studio, or even my beloved Vim. Don't hire an AI for vibes. Get the agent that knows you and your codebase best. Start your 14-day free trial at augmentcode.com. Now, let's see what AWS has for us this week. Finch expands support to Ubuntu, streamlining container development across platforms. Increasingly, I don't care what the hell container runtime/tooling I'm using. Everything I touch expects Docker. So if you're going to replace it, you need to be a drop-in replacement that other tools won't object to. Last time I checked, Finch wasn't quite there for this use case. Has that improved any? Amazon CloudFront announces support for HTTPS DNS records. In a rare move that both makes sense and helps performance, CloudFront can now return HTTPS DNS records. This lets clients figure out what ciphers and protocols an endpoint supports before they waste time on a failed TLS handshake. Imagine that, AWS doing something to reduce round trips instead of just billing for them. Amazon Q Business launches the ability to customize responses. Finally, enterprises can tailor their AI chatbot to sound exactly like their support center. 50,000 distinct companies, all faithfully parroting the sacred mantra, "Your call is important to us. Please continue to hold. A representative will be with you shortly." It's like nostalgia for being ignored only with AI. Build the highest resilience apps with multi-region strong consistency in Amazon DynamoDB global tables. This means you can finally read your own writes across the globe without having to roll your own distributed nightmare. Of course, this miracle of engineering comes with the usual AWS trade-offs: increased latency, extra costs, and the deeply calming feeling of three-way region replication. It's like they reinvented Google's Spanner, but with more billing line items and fewer vowels in the service name. This episode is sponsored by my own company, the Duckbill Group. Having trouble with your AWS bill? Perhaps it's time to renegotiate a contract with them. Maybe you're just wondering how to predict what's going on in the wide world of AWS. Well, that's where the Duckbill Group comes in to help. Remember, you can't duck the Duckbill bill, which I am reliably informed by my business partner is absolutely not our motto. Leveling up Amazon RDS with AWS Graviton 4 benchmarks. AWS claims up to 40% better performance and 29% better price performance for RDS on Graviton versus Graviton 3, which is their roundabout way of admitting Graviton 4 instances cost significantly more. That missing 11%, that's what we call the AWS tax. Build AWS architecture diagrams using Amazon Q's CLI and MCP. The only real question is what would generate a worse diagram, an unsupervised LLM with a Red Bull addiction, or the allegedly supervised AWS design team that thought the step functions icon needed more 90-degree angles. Either way, you're getting an architectural fever dream, just now in diagram form. Using generative AI to help dog owners make smarter health decisions. This headline reads like someone lost a bet during a game of Enterprise Mad Libs. Next up, leveraging blockchain to teach your cat mindfulness. AWS Certificate Manager now supports exporting public certificates. A blog post on this feature that is a pale shadow of my own blog post on this feature. Thank you very much. Remote access to AWS, a guide for hybrid workforces. Or you could avoid most of this crap and just use Tailscale like a sensible person. It's what I do. And finally, how to use AWS Data Transfer Terminal. This video is a helpful how-to, but it leaves out two crucial details. 1. The soul-crushing bleakness of a data center conference room, which feels like it was decorated by someone who's only seen colors in theory. And 2. The casual assumption that you just have a spare laptop lying around with a 100 gigabit optical interface, which you will 30 years from now. And that's what happened last week in AWS. I'm Corey Quinn. Stick around.